the words and I got the flow. See, I don't gotta write, I got the Holy Ghost. Yeah, that's called a ghost writer. Jeremiah 5:14, that's so fire. Isaiah 14, and when I retire, out of captivity, I broke the iron. Who that is coming out of Mount Zion? Woolly hair, looking like a lion. 1,000 men marching with no drums on, no trombone, just
the neglect of Africa.
Wow.
Read that.
Video of Chinese manager beating African workers sparks racism debate.
Man. Now scroll down because many people ain't see this. Let's read the first paragraph of this article. Just the first paragraph. Go ahead.
A video claiming to show a Chinese man whipping African workers.
This is the thing that must be a video claiming. Hey, dude, we can see it.
It's a video.
We're blind. Some of us got 4 eyes. What's the claim of it?
Damn, it's a video.
It is.
Maybe they think it's a prank.
Maybe it's acting.
Maybe it's acting.
Oh, man, it's
a movie.
AI. It's AI.
Yeah.
It's a movie. It's the new Jackie Chan.
Ooh.
Damn.
The new Jackie Chan. It's fake. Go back to it, man. Let's read that.
A video claiming to show a Chinese man whipping African workers has gained massive traction on social media. In the accompanying caption, journalist Dom Luker, who shared the video on X, wrote the employees are being treated like transatlantic slaves.
Wow, man. Now, let's see. Let's go to the video and see if that's being backed up of what he's saying. Go to the video. Now, this is your kids need to watch this because a lot of our kids are going to the system every single week or every day. Right. And they're getting more and more detached from who they are as a people. And they can't relate anymore to the struggle that's going on because they got video games and Jordans and social media and TikTok. The world is fine to them, but their people is suffering as a whole. So they need to see things like this. Don't hide this stuff from your kids. All right, this is what they need to see so they know who to trust. And I was thinking about this going on the way here, that teach your kids, be friendly with these other nations, but don't be their friends.
That's right. Yeah.
It's a difference in being friendly with them and being their friends. They friendly with us, they ain't our friends though. As long as we stay in the position of servitude, we are good with them. They are friendly with us. They smile in our face, but they hate us behind our back. And the same thing that goes with these damn Chinese folk and these Arab humdallahs and these all these selling you the pork in the street corners and these blacks and this malt liquor, and they don't drink and do none of that stuff they sell, but they push it into your kids' hands and the young men in our community, which results in more and more violence. Play that video, man. This is gonna be a hard top story right here. Play it.
好了，给我一把电话，这个东西啊，
Look at that.
These grown men. Being too old. Yeah, they children. That's something. That's man. Went back on.
Play it again, man. Wow. Play it again for the people that love all nations and want salvation for all.
Christians.
Said
he's beating them like transatlantic slaves. Damn devils, man.
Hey, the craziest thing is he told somebody he was gonna do that because whoever's recording say, yo, all right, I'm gonna get this on camera. Because ain't no way you record that unless you the person first know you about to whoop some ass.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And that sound like cheers in the background. I mean, I don't understand it, but it sound like, get him. Get him. That's what it sound like.
Give me that in Luke chapter 12, verse 2, man. Luke chapter 12, verse 2. Go ahead, read it.
The book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known.
Read it one more time.
For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known.
God is using Esau's tech with this whole TikTok, his social media, these Apple phones, these Android phones. He's using Esau's technology to uncover the things that they have always hidden from us for centuries as a people. Well, we didn't know these things, and we saw these nations as our friends and as our acquaintances, and we thought that they was cool with us because they knew our rap songs and they tried to dress like us and things of that nature. But God is exposing the true feelings of these nations amongst us. He said it ain't nothing that's going to be hid that shall not be uncovered. He got to reveal it and uncover it to us because in our mind, he had to ask back in Jeremiah, is Israel a homeborn slave?
Right.
Do he like being up under these people? God has to expose what these people do to us to make us realize and wake the hell up. These people ain't our friends. They don't have our best interests at heart.
Never.
It's always in a position of servitude that they tolerate us.
Right. Devils. You know that's the truth because in every damn black movie in Crenshaw and Compton, they got what? A brother walking to the stove, a damn Chinese man following around the stove, and then somebody get killed. Or
Hurry up and buy.
Hurry up and buy. Get out.
Yep.
You knew that. Everybody knows that. And God know how we are. Without the commandments of the Lord, with us falling so far, with us losing who we really are, we will forgive anybody. They'll do the most atrocious things to us and our kids, and we're just like, hey, just
pray for
God, pray for them. God says love everybody.
100%. God so loved the world.
But the Lord says he ain't forgot though.
Yeah.
The Lord ain't never forgot.
Hey,
this
is war. Cap, you mind if I pull a scripture?
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick. Give me Isaiah 11 and verse 3. No, start at 12, verse 12. Read that real quick. All the way down to 14.
Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 12.
Isaiah, man.
Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
In Africa, read on.
The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off.
Read.
Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
All right, we're going to be on one page, Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom.
That's right.
Read on.
But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab.
So who are we going to lay our hand on?
Upon Edom and Moab.
So guess what? The same way that he was beating our brother is the same way we going to beat them.
There you go.
We're going to lay our hand on them.
Man. Yeah. Hey, I'm glad you brought that out, man. It's a reason why God would mention Edom and Moab and then finish that out. Read the next part of it.
And the children of Ammon shall obey them.
He mentioned Edom, which is a so-called white man. He mentioned Moab, which is the Chinese man. He mentioned Ammon, which is the Japanese man. He said Edom and Moab and his brother, I'm going to get their ass. Why would he mention that? Give me that in 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, and I want you to read verse 46, because this is what we forget about these Asians that we see all the time in these movies. You be seeing them in their old garments and them old Chinese houses and things of that nature.
Right.
And be like, oh man, I like anime. You be watching that stuff, right? But hey, you ever notice what color are all them anime characters? Them anime characters be white folk.
Right.
They white. Right?
White with blonde hair.
White with blonde hair, blue hair.
Power up.
Yeah.
None of them is born with damn blonde hair.
Nah.
All
none
of them are born with black hair.
Man, if you seen if they saw a Chinese person born with blonde hair over there, they would think the same thing that according to Leviticus, what it says about that dude unclean. He unclean. Unclean. 2nd Ezra 15. I want you to read verse 46 and now. Why would God mention Edom and Moab and Ammon together, the white man and the Asians? Why he mentioned them together, that we will eventually rule over them? Verse 46.
2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 46. And thou Asia,
that's Chinese, that's Japanese, that's Moab, that's Ammon. Go ahead.
That art partaker of the hope of Babylon.
Of the what?
Of the hope of Babylon.
It's not talking about ancient Babylon. The damn Moabites and the Japanese didn't want to be like Nebuchadnezzar. That Babylon is speaking about is modern day America. It's the hope of Babylon, the partaker of the hope. It's going to explain what it means, partaker of the hope. Keep reading.
And art the glory of her person.
Uh-huh.
Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her.
Read it again.
Thou hast made thyself like unto her.
That Asian man has always envied and admired that white man for the power and the money and the slavery that he has had over the children of Israel. He's admired him and he's wanted to be just like him. Here's the point. Here's the proof of it. Jump down to verse 48.
Thou hast followed her, that is hated in all her works.
That's including beating upon the scattered 12 tribes of Israel. They have followed her the same way that the white man had us in slavery, and Chinese folks had us in slavery. The same way the white man oppresses us, the same way the Chinese man oppresses us as well when he gets the opportunity to do it.
How the hell y'all think the Great Wall was built?
There you go.
Do some ass whooping, and you better hurry up and put some bricks down.
Yeah, exactly right. Go back to that that next article of the one that's on Twitter. Let's go to the one on Twitter real quick. Pull it up. I can't see that in that. All right, go ahead.
From @DomLuca. Breaking news. This disturbing footage of a Chinese employer in Africa treating his employees like transatlantic slaves is going viral across the internet.
Now, it says it's treating them like transatlantic slaves. Some of us are so detached from that, we don't know what that actually look like. But guess what? Who that Chinese man envies and tries to be exactly like? They made movies of how they treated us. And let's see if how that Chinese man was beating them brothers. They could very well be Israelites. We don't know. They could be Israelites, right? Let's see if they did that to us here. Play that video, man, of 12 years a slave. And I am shocked that so many people, Bishop asked questions on the Sabbath about, have you seen this movie? It be 12, 20 hands go up out of 200 people sitting there watching him. 20 people raise their hand that have actually watched this movie. And it's from grown folks all the way down to kids. They have not watched 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah, because they say, I'm sick and tired. No, you need to know your history.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
That's a long. I'm sick and tired of slave. No, you should not be tired of it. Why? Because it reignites your anger to get yourself right so we can get out of this
That's
damn
right.
place.
That's right. Exactly right. Play that video of how they treated transatlantic slaves. And let's see if that brother's exaggerating or if he's spot on with what he's saying. Play it.
He pantomimes. Just barely a well-toned.
Yeah. You try to separate from us, they whipped your ass too, just like us.
Flesh is rent and meat and blood flow equal. I will kill every nigger in my sight. You understand me? Strike her! Strike her!
Oh!
Look at that. I know this is a movie.
Missed the
Yeah.
That's a lot of Christians doing that. Oh, that's just a movie.
That was a long time ago.
And you know what it does is make them look at their slave masters in a way they don't want to feel. They want them to be in the kingdom with them. So if they watch this movie, they know they're going to feel some type of way. And they don't want to feel like that.
Nah, they don't.
Everybody kumbaya in the damn kingdom.
Yep. Finish playing it out, man.
Till I say no more, I ain't said nothing.
Yeah. We need to see this. Yeah. Look at this. This is the devil that they are. Remember, Moab learned from him. He wants to be just like him. God said, I'm going to take both of them down. Look at that.
Love blood.
Yeah. Can't even cry. It hurts so bad. Look at that.
This is a movie.
Yeah.
Sooner or later,
Always might.
somewhere in the course
house of eternal justice. Thou shalt answer for this.
He had to quote Bible to him
stop.
to make him stop.
Right.
That's the only thing that can stop the devil is the Bible.
Damn. You can see the hatred. Why
That's how he pays his property.
Little devils.
And guess what? That Edomite woman that he
Yeah.
has, she didn't say nothing.
Didn't bat an eye. Nah, they didn't love you either.
Watch the
And
whole thing.
he the devil, but the reason why he went that way because the first thing she said, oh, he pantomimes.
Yeah,
meaning he ain't doing it right, and he's gonna have to hit her damn mouth.
Yeah.
So he went overboard to appease the woman.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly right.
Hey, Cap, I can land back.
Yeah.
Because I'm going right off. You said the reason why the trailer we just watched looked exactly like the video we saw with Moab. Revelation chapter 18.
Bring
verse
it
3.
out.
Bring
I'm
it up.
holding that. All
Revelation
praise.
18, read verse 3, man.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication.
All nations, including Moab, drunk as the wrath of his fornication is Esau, what we just watched. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
What have they done?
Committed fornication with her.
Read.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
So all nations desire to be like this white man. That's why you see that white man come out in reflection of their actions because they are all in agreement to hate the Israelites.
They got the same spirit.
Same spirit.
That same spirit that they do have. Because if we could just jump down to verse 13 and 14, because we was talking about Moab, how Moab wanted to be like America, and all nations wanted to be like America. Read verse 13.
Verse 13. And cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves.
And what?
And slaves.
So all nations have partaken in the transatlantic slave trade,
Even them
sub-Saharan
Asians.
slave trade. Jump down to verse 17. Let's see what the judgment is going to be. Oh, go ahead. Read.
And souls of men.
And the what?
Souls of men.
Jump down to verse 17.
Verse 17. For in 1 hour.
For in what?
In 1 hour.
1 hour. Read.
60 minutes.
So great riches is come to naught.
Everything gonna be gone. Read.
Every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off.
So you know what that's saying? God remembers everything
There
that
you
you've
go.
done to his nation.
Yeah. So this stuff that we are going over right now to God, this is just like it happened a second ago.
Right.
This ain't like it happened 100 years ago. They just did that to my people. Remember what he say? A day is like 1,000 years, right? That's like that's about 48 hours old. The God that's fresh in his mind.
Yeah, there's even a scripture that says, "Whatever you do to my children, you do to me." That little Chinese boy, whatever he was just doing, he was whipping.
Yeah.
He was whipping us, our people.
Yeah,
God feels that too.
Isaiah 63.
And
go
9.
to that next video. Let's play that next video. We'll remind you of how it said this Moabite, these Chinese people want to be like his white man. That's why he would whip our people that is in Africa right now. Play it. They always get a redhead Edomite. I think they know. They might know that first Edomite. When it said, that's how you know they Esau. Because when they read, it said red and hairy all over.
Yeah.
Although we know it's talking about the skin tone, they see it, be like, yeah, that was a white man that was born right there. Get a white man to portray an Edomite now. They know who they are, man. They know. Go ahead, let it play.
Toby, I'm going to give you a chance to avoid this. Maybe Mr. Waller will let everyone enjoy this blessed day.
Yeah.
I want you healthy.
Blessed
So
day.
you'll work hard. All you have to do is tell me your name.
And they do this to us now.
Yep.
Break you.
Oh, he got nails.
Damn.
Nails last.
That's what they beat Christ with, wasn't it?
Son.
Rip the flesh from his bones.
Your name is Toby. Now tell me your name.
This is why we got names like Shanita, Shaquita. Juan,
Confused like a mother.
That's not your
Jose,
name.
Jesus,
Toby's your name.
Gene,
Now, what is your name?
Cortez,
Lubens.
Luis. There go the white woman. Look at it again.
Always looking.
Always.
Ain't stopping
Toby's
nothing.
your name. Now, I'll ask you again. Tell me your name.
And made all the slaves look.
Say it! Say it!
Pause it.
Break 'em.
Ain't this what they do when they humiliate black
Right.
people today that say that they Israel?
Right.
Ain't that what they did to Nick Cannon?
Right.
Ain't that what they did to Kyrie?
Right.
They humiliate him in front of all the slaves so everybody know your name is not Israel.
Right. That's
And,
what the ADL and Green Black and
Yep.
all them doing.
Little
They
devils.
flogging you before
Publicly.
the world. Before the world.
And the most recent incident is with DJ Vlad. DJ Vlad.
Yeah, trying to
that-
speak on
yeah.
Drake and
Yeah,
Kendrick.
Drake and the
like
black
he's the
people stuff.
authoritative voice of black problems.
You don't find that
Play that video, man.
Thank God I'm a
Toby!
There go the coon in the back.
Kunta Kinte! Toby! It's Toby! Now say it! Toby! Damn you! Black nigger bastard. You will not move from here till you say your name. Not if night falls or a new day comes. You will say Toby. Say it. Say it! Say it! Say it!
Tomorrow I hurt my boy.
Please. I'm here.
No, Benta. I can't see our boy. I've looked for him everywhere.
Say it,
He isn't coming home.
Say it! Say it! Say your name. Your owner's wife chose for you.
She chose
Say
the
your
name for him.
So you know this ain't Africa.
Hey, and they don't have
this
no
is Virginia.
feeling.
Listen
and
to
you're
that.
the property of John Waller. Like the horses
Pause
and
it.
the...
He said, you say your name so you know this ain't Africa.
Damn.
That's why they don't want us to know our name of Israel, so we don't know where we come from. You here in Babylon the Great. You a slave here. You property here. Your name is Johnson. Your name is Brown. Your name is Alexander. Your name is Jean Baptiste. Your name is Ruiz. Don't you ever connect yourself with the name of Israel. They beat it out of us, man. And that damn Moabite was beating our brothers the same way. 100%.
Hey, can I? Let me
Go ahead, Cap. Pull that script.
Yeah, Psalms 83. Start at verse 1.
Damn devils.
Psalms chapter 83 and verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God.
That should be our prayer. Don't keep silent. Destroy these enemies. Read.
Hold not thy peace and be not still, O God.
Everybody should be doing their prayers 3 times a day, 4, 5, 6, 10 times a day if you
Right.
need to. Read.
For lo, thy enemies
enemies
make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Read on.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
What have they said?
They have
Read.
said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
So what we saw in that video, they cut
That's
us
it.
off from being a nation. They said, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to give you another name so you know that it's not Africa.
This
So
ain't
you
Israel.
know that you are in Virginia and you the property of Mr. whatever his name was. And he going to beat you with a damn whip with nails and glass and all screws and all type of stuff. And you know it's puncturing. It's going
Oh,
past
yeah.
just the skin and the muscle.
Right, right.
It's hitting a little lung a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting a little bone. And he ripping it out. And only if you say your name that the wife of the owner gave you, then he'll stop.
Then
but
they satisfied.
yeah, but God says they have consulted against our people. They changed your name.
Damn devils, man.
Little
Hey, go to
devils.
that next point that we got, that next article, and look what people said after watching Moab beat our people like they was still in 1619. Because in their mind, it ain't changed to them.
Right.
Pull it up. Read it.
Commenters then prompted a discussion on human rights abuses stating how slavery still
still
exists.
It still exists where?
Throughout the world.
In Libya, in North Africa. Read on.
However, many users took the video to minimize African Americans' history of enslavement.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. Y'all still here today. We let y'all vote. We give y'all jobs. It ain't that bad. We didn't y'all ain't perished. Y'all still here. They discount the 100 million of the native Indians that died.
Right.
You can't find the damn Indian on the street.
Right. And you know Amalek say anti-Semitism is the oldest form of hate.
Yeah. No, it's BS, man.
Oldest form of hate.
Nah, we're gonna go past that here in a second, man. Go back to that article. Read the next point in that.
Slavery still exists.
Yep.
The West makes a massive fuss about slavery that happened 200 years ago in America. They don't talk about the slavery taking place all over the world right now.
All over the world right now. It's still going on. When God said in Deuteronomy 28:68 that you were going to slavery on ships, it is still happening. The thing is about it is what people ain't realized is that the white man is wiser than Daniel.
Right.
He changed the name.
Right.
Pull it up and let's see what it's called now. Pull it up. Read it.
What percentage of human trafficking?
Human trafficking. They don't call it slavery no more. They don't call it the slave trade. They call it human trafficking. Moving humans from one place to another, from Africa to America, from America to Africa. They call it human trafficking. What percentage of slave victims are black? That's how you got to read it. What does it say?
40%.
40% of it. Damn. And that when it says black, it means African Americans.
Right.
It's not talking about the people that are in Africa, that are in Iraq, that are in China, that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. That's talking about African Americans. Read it.
Victims. The fact is, black women.
Who?
Black women.
There you go. That's how you know it's not talking about people in Africa.
Right.
When they say black women, they talking about African Americans, those that beat into that name, like we just read with Kunta Kinte.
Right.
He was beat into that. So 40% of all of the slave trade in the world is the black woman from America.
Damn.
Black women and girls, read on,
are more vulnerable to sex trafficking than other races.
There you go. That's how I told you. It's not talking about other people. That's straight here in America.
They tried to name it the African migration as well.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they doing in school.
They did that crazy.
Go ahead.
And you know what it is. The scripture talks about thou art wiser than Daniel. So Esau would actually know about exactly what's going on in his backyard or how they do human trafficking or do the slave trade.
Yeah.
And they'll turn a blind eye because they are comfortable with
That's the neglect. That's the neglect that we see right now. Ain't no I cry for that man that was them two boys that was beaten down. Nobody told these Chinese people, hey, y'all got to stop doing that to them people over there in Africa.
Right.
Y'all making y'allself look bad because it went viral. Nobody's saying that at all. Because why? 40% of black women make up the slave trade today.
Oh,
when God said Deuteronomy 28:68, they shall go into slavery on ships, he meant it.
Right.
Oh, Cap, we can get the image. What's that? The
Gordon, pull it up,
Gordon
man.
Peter. Because a lot of them say, we showed
Movies.
movie trailers.
That's fiction.
This
It's
ain't no
over
movie,
dramatized.
man.
It's a movie.
Right. Pull that picture up, Gordon Peter.
Yeah, that one that he posted. Look at that. That's real.
Right. That was the brother Will Smith did a movie, The Emancipation, on his brother.
That's him.
That's
his name's Peter.
Yeah.
Peter, yeah.
Damn, look at his back.
That's
real.
Real.
That's a photographer. Somebody
That's a
took
photo.
a picture of that.
And those are scars that heal. So just think, his back was open, walking around like that. You think the bug said, man, we ain't gonna touch this dude. The fly said, we ain't touching that open wound.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Cap, you gotta think about the atrocities that they have actually done to our people. There's something that with Cap Kimura, he was talking about Aruba. Like you see those wounds that's open, what they'll do, they'll pour sugar in the wound
salt
in the wound. That's where you get the saying salt in the wound.
Yeah,
and then with this stuff, it will cause terror in your heart.
Yep, exactly right. Now, going back to these damn Moabites, right? These Chinese folk, you want to love them and love their culture and watch all right, then whatever. It's fine. Watching that for entertainment because they really just mimicking what is in the Bible. They portraying us. They put white face on it, right? And they anime and they movies and they samurai and they shoguns and all that crap. But look at this is the history that God ain't forgot that we don't know. But he said, I'm going to uncover. There's nothing here that shall not be made known. Right. Pull that book up. Read that for us.
Uncovering the history of Africans in Asia.
The history of Africans in Asia. Let's read some of that. Let's open up the book and read it. Go ahead.
Chapter 4.
Zoom in some for us.
Unlike the transatlantic slave trade, the transportation of slaves from Africa to Asia and the Mediterranean was of great antiquity.
It was old. This is very old. Go ahead.
But the intense historical interest in the transatlantic trade for the past 200 years has overshadowed the study of the Asian slave trade, which until this past decade has been largely ignored, despite the fact that the total number of
Listen to this. The total number of Israelites in Africa, go ahead,
exported to Asia was spread out over 1,000
How
years.
long did these Chinese folk have us in slavery?
Over 1,000 years.
1,000 years these damn Asians had us in slavery, y'all. 800 AD to 1900 AD. 1,100 years they had us in slavery. They don't teach us in school.
Nah, they don't teach that.
Nah, they don't want you to know that. They try to do away with white slavery in school. But Christ said that nothing here shall not be made known. Read on.
But it's estimated at approximately the same as the number of Africans sent to the Americas in 4.5 centuries, i.e. 12 million.
12 million.
580,000
is the same amount that went to Asia. So when the spirit is on Bishop to say, hey, we got to go out through the four corners of the earth, they might look like another nation, but they are people. That's the Lord moving them. 12 million of us went to Asia in slavery, y'all, over 1,000-year span. You will never learn this in church. You never learn this in the school because their job, like you said, Cap, is to cut them off from being a nation.
Hey, I ain't that good at math, but 1945, 1946 to today, that's
all the way back to 800 AD.
That's older than 800 AD.
Nah.
I ain't that good at math. I was in public school.
It sound like black hate is way older than what they talking about. It sounds like that we are really suffering anti-Semitism.
Right.
Anybody for a longer period of time because we're Semites.
This goes back to when Asians or Chinese had the dynasties. 800. The 800s.
Yeah.
Did you get a bill pass?
Nah, not at all.
That's why God had to make that statement.
for you?
Nah.
That's why God made that statement. Is Israel a hornbone slave?
Yeah.
Because we done been in slavery for so long. That all the atrocities has he done is just like, damn, when were you ever free?
Right.
Hey, don't Asians beating black people go on TikTok? White people beating black people. Hell, black people beating black people go on TikTok.
Yeah.
They ain't never shut it down for us.
Not at all.
They ain't never said, let's think about their children so they don't have inferiority complex. Let's shut this down so they can be upstanding.
They make movies about it.
They make damn movies about it.
Hey, man, go to Isaiah chapter 16, verse 6, man. Look what God say about these damn Chinese folk out here. They had us in slavery. The history books prove it, and God proves it as well.
Right.
Isaiah 16, verse 6.
Isaiah chapter 16 and verse 6.
Yep.
We have heard of the pride of Moab.
The pride of these Chinese folk. They prideful against black people. Read.
He is very proud.
Very proud. So much that he would tell somebody watching him, hey, record this. I'm about to beat I'm about to whip them like the slaves they are.
Right.
That's very proud. Read.
Even of his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath. But his lies shall not be so.
Nah, we know you don't love us. Nah, you ain't good with us. It ain't all good. You might try to rap. You might try to dance. You might want to emulate our music. No, it ain't all good in the hood.
Nope.
No, God said your lies ain't going to be so. He's going to expose who you are, that you ain't no better than that damn white man. Go to Zephaniah chapter 2. Zephaniah chapter 2, and I want you to read verse 8. Now, this is the thing. All these nations that have ever been prideful against the children of God, God has always got their ass back. He ain't let them slide. Oh, no, he didn't. And he ain't gonna let them Chinese folk, he ain't gonna let them damn Japanese folk slide either. Because their wealth was built off of us just like America was over 1,000 years span. Zephaniah 2, let's read verse 8 on down fairly quick.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 8. I have heard the reproach of Moab.
Of them Chinese people.
And the revilings of the children of Ammon.
Them Japanese people. That's who they are. Chinese and Japanese in the Bible's Moab and Ammon. Go ahead.
Whereby they have reproached my people. And magnified themselves against their border.
Who are these Negroes? Who are they? We'll move into their neighborhoods and we'll sell them rat, cat, and dog. And they gonna love it. Who are they? We don't care where they live. We're gonna make money off of them. Right. Read.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel. Surely.
He said, therefore, as I live, I want you, this is how you know how God's black. On my life.
On my life. I can't say on my mama.
Oh, no, ain't nobody. I mean, no. On my life. God said, as I live. That means he ain't playing about this, man. You know, when black folks say, on my life, they gonna pull up their pants and they about to square up.
It's on and popping after that.
It's on and popping after that. Somebody got to get hit in the face. Yeah. On my life, saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel. What he gonna do to Moab?
Surely Moab shall be as Sodom.
As what?
As Sodom.
God destroyed that place with fire. This time he gonna do it with nuclear fire. Keep reading.
And the children of Ammon as Gomorrah.
And his brothers right along with him. Them Chinese and them Japanese gonna get their ass a bomb too for what they did to us. Because God ain't forgot about that 1,000-year slavery that you tried to keep hidden. Go ahead. Keep reading.
Even the breeding of nettles and salt pits.
Fire.
And a perpetual desolation.
It's going to be over. It's done for. Go ahead.
The residue of my people shall spoil them. And the remnant of my people shall possess them.
So you know what? I'm kind of glad that they are practicing their dancing and their singing because when we get in rulership, they are going to be great court gestures for us. They are going to be forever entertainment. When we want to laugh or hear some songs and our people are resting, because we're going to be the best singers ever. When our people are resting, we're going to say, hey, go get one of them dusty Moabites.
Wash pots.
Go get the wash pots.
Go get the wash pots.
Go get the wash pots and have them dance for me. Keep reading.
This shall they have for their pride, because they have reproached and magnified themselves against the people of the Lord of hosts.
God don't play that. When you think you better than his children, God don't play that. He states like, oh, y'all think y'all better than the people that I made in my image.
Right.
I'm going to get your ass.
They got commercials of the black dude going in the washing machine and coming out Chinese.
Bring forth the wash pots.
Right. Go ahead. Go back to the
verse 11. The Lord will be terrible unto them.
Woo, he going to be what?
Terrible unto them.
Ooh, he going to meditate terror on their ass. Go ahead.
For he will famish all the gods of the earth, and men shall worship him, every one from his place, even all the isles of the heathen.
You ain't going to escape. It don't matter who you are. Even Taiwan, way over on the other side of the earth. Your ass ain't getting away. North Korea, way over on the other side of the earth. God gonna have that missile do a 360. No, it's a 180. He gonna have it do a 180. Hit them too. Bang! Right on their ass. Boop! The arrow, bang, goes right on their ass. Taiwan, you thought you was good. Nope. God remembers.
Right. Deuteronomy 7:6. Because when it says that God gonna have some heat for that behind, it's because he made us above everybody in the beginning. There's no reason for these nations to think that they are all that when God made us the top.
Right.
Top G.
Top G. Yeah.
Top G.
That's right.
Play that. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
And maybe you didn't know this was in here for y'all that's new to the feed. Go ahead.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So God chose us to be a special people. Read.
Above all people
that are upon the face of the earth.
That's right. You're coming back with flames.
Yeah, because you prideful. You think you better than us. You think you better than my people. I'll put your ass right back where I made you to be. A wash pot!
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brother, be strong